Hey guys, it's Alyssa. Welcome back. Today we're here back to play 2 Point Hospital, the Off the Grid DLC, and we're on the third map, which is Windsock.
First name, last name writes in, I must ingratiate myself with my co-inhabitants. Personally, I've always found food a favourable friend-finding force. Go out for dinner, share a picnic in the park, or throw a luncheon and whack on an enormous casserole. Either way, there's nothing like digestion to form newfound fondness.
I mean, that's actually kind of true. In real life, I'm still trying to get, we're still trying to get our first star, but I'm also trying to build up a good staff. Very early days. High energy, hygienic, terribly dull, but I don't think that matters in marketing. I'm just trying to get really cheap staff. And with that being said, I might just not promote people automatically for a little bit. Would we ever not want to? Actually, you know what? Go ahead and promote them. I would normally just promote them anyway. But I definitely want to get rid of some of these staff with polluted skills if we don't need them. So we have two very pure ones. This one... of these ones, I would get rid of this person. And I'm just going to make sure that the marketing people only do marketing. Okay, perfect. And I think... I haven't looked at my staff lists in a while. I've just been hiring and hiring. But there's definitely people that we want to put in certain places. So, like these people, I know I want to have 3 researchers at all time. So let's make sure they're only doing research. I just wish we could like move these. Maybe 2 Point Studios would do that next, eh? Okay, so right now we're gonna only have these 3 people for that. This guy, I don't think I want to keep. So he can do anything for now. You, for sure, I only want you to do GPs. You are a permanent staff member, for sure. Another permanent staff member. And another permanent staff member. So actually, if I can get another researcher, I can get rid of some of these guys. Now, of course, mostly we'll want a lot of GPs. So, and we'll need 1 psychiatrist, so I might just train somebody in psychiatry and then get rid of this one. And maybe we could train, let's train 2 people in GPs. I don't think it matters who. Because we know that we'll need a couple of GPs anyway. And apparently we'll need 1 psychiatrist. Let's go ahead and do that, and if we don't get a psychiatrist soon, we will go ahead and train 1.
Assistant to marketing.
So we are getting quite a bit of money. I think we could spend some money. Did we buy this already? Yeah. I feel like we might have bought all the solar panels except for the super big one.
Join me in welcoming the mayor to the hospital.
Hello, Mayor. Okay, looks like we've gotten all the solar panels, so we can start buying some wind turbines. And let me check really quick to make sure we paid off all our loans. We have, which is great. And honestly, we can afford to buy all of these wind turbines. And I would like lots of staff applicants. Thank you. I guess we could do a little bit more patient flow. But I really do like a lot of staff applicants. The more staff, the better, guys. Okay, you can actually see this moving significantly faster. So that does do something. Very nice. And we got a couple of really nice nurses. I might just train some of these guys. Because some of them are pretty good, actually. Because let me see. What do our current sorry, one moment. What does our current customer service people look like? So this one's actually not too bad. Funny, inspiring green fingers. I think eventually we might need more, but we're okay for now. I don't like all these polluted skills. We don't have the doctor thing going. But look how fast this is going. Like it's actually doing something. And then we can do it for all of these. I am wondering about these marketing people. They're actually not too expensive. And we've already hired them. So I think it's probably fine. I may not bother with these guys for now. That is actually going pretty fast. Ramshackled, yes, we've had that before. Okay, so last time we bought all of these. I'm in a buying mood. Let's buy as many of these as we can. So we bought all of them. It's actually not that much to buy. We're gonna max out pretty fast. Is this really the best way to go? Maybe. Should we buy the dams first? I mean, they're cheaper. Let's buy a dam. We're gonna max out the power stuff pretty darn quick. I want to make sure that we have the right staff in place before we go ahead and expand the hospital to a bunch of treatment. It looks like we'll need another pharmacy. I'm gonna go ahead and build another one. They're actually pretty cheap, so that's fine. And I'm gonna go ahead and get this upgraded all the way. Herb garden we can definitely do. Why is it an invalid corner location? Like you don't like this little jutting out thing? It's a little weird, but alright. So I'm trying to see what's the best way of doing this to get the most herb garden places, things out there. Something like this? I feel like that's the most that you could get out of it. Are you doing general research? I thought you guys are gonna do the upgrade. Maybe I got confused. So now that I look at how fast this is going and the fact that it's a one-time purchase, I'm thinking that's actually way better than doing marketing. Because if you have enough points on this, like you can actually hire a lot of them. Isn't the other 130? Okay. Let's take a look at this
Jasmine
train.
Odyssey is back with a #1 album. Salivation includes the hit singles On the 84th Floor,
And you know I can overload if you weren't on the 84th floor.
and When We're Together and No One Else Is There.
When we're together, and no one else is there.
Stream Jasmine Odyssey today on Bungle Music.
Training course completed.
Okay, I didn't realize that there is another entrance here. So definitely it makes sense to shift everything over here.
The ghosts, they're dead.
In terms of GP officers and stuff. But for now, we are in early days. Yes, I would definitely love a
Now
ward.
arriving for the ward.
Ward emergency, fantastic. Because I need the money, of course, as usual. Okay, 20,000 per person. That is awesome. Bodily druids. Some of the body's glands have begun secreting tiny stones. How did they get there? Yes, that's my question. What are they for? That wasn't my question. These are the questions that science continues to ask itself, caused by admiring nature at particular times of the year. Okay, interesting. So that's a new one. So really my goal right now is I'm trying to really buy up as much power as I can afford. I think that should be your first priority. And honestly, we're like almost done doing that. We have bought a ton. And I'm thinking of buying that down. Sorry, this ginormous solar power. If I buy that, I think that's like the whole thing. So let's see if we can really jump up these staff applicants. What happens? How fast will it go? It actually goes pretty fast. Class count will work for peanuts. So I think soon we can start segmenting our doctors off. And the applicants so far have been pretty good. I love a motivated janitor. Wants more money. Not great in a janitor. What, anyone really? Okay, this is almost like... Okay, it's not quite as if you had a marketing campaign, but it's across all 4 of them, and you don't have to pay people all the time. So I'm actually wondering if I should just get rid of the marketing department. Because I don't think we need them. Yeah, let's like get rid of this. No, I don't think we need them. Let's just like fire those marketing people. I really was of the old mindset that we could use them, but I really don't think we need them. Let's do this, and let's instead buy this ginormous thing. No. Achievement unlocked, greener grass, which I assume means that we've got all of them. And I think we have... I don't see anything else to buy. So that was pretty fast, actually. I thought they would have more things for us to buy, but we've only been playing this for like a little over an hour, and we've already bought everything. I'm gonna dump all my extra energy into staff applications because that's what I want right now. But you're not gonna need that forever. Wow, look at how fast it goes. So that's kind of like what you would see in a very weak marketing campaign, but you wouldn't see it across all of these. And that's really what I like in this. Vomits on impact? Ew, but okay. Okay, 20,000, fantastic. So I would really like to be able to upgrade tech support. It doesn't seem like a very, like a room with a high success rate. So I think that'll help. And truth be told, I don't care about award season. Okay, so I've got quite a few janitors. Okay, so now I have a few empty doctors. Let's go about training them, shall we? So let's see how many we have. We have 3 empty doctors. We have 3 GPs who have not been segmented off for GP. So let's do that now. Make sure their skills are okay. They are. And we only have 2 GP rooms. Let's see how they're doing. They're doing okay. I haven't been putting too much into patient revivals, and I think at this point we really should not do that. So that's fine. So let's stick with 3 GPs temporarily. We have 1 surgeon. We need a psychiatrist. We have a couple researchers. I'd like 1 more. We have this geneticist that I do not like. So, I would love to get rid of that geneticist, train 1 of these doctors in psychiatry, 1 in genetics, and 1 in research. Then I think we can get rid of all the extra people, and everybody that we're keeping will be people that we want. From then on, we can just try and hire more really good doctors. So let's go ahead and do that. We do have 2 treatment rooms, or 2 training rooms. So we said we wanted 1 in genetics. Any doctor would do. We said we wanted 1 in psychiatry. Again, anyone would do. And then we'll just train that last guy in research, and then we can get rid of all the doctors that we don't really want. A lot of nurses with polluted skills. Hangry, don't love that.
Crash Landon asks, what knowledge and skills have you found invaluable on Earth? Well, I used to think that reading was an overrated skill. Yes, I was adamant about that. But then I turned 4 and saw the proverbial proverbage light. The point being, the best skill is being able to completely change your mind. Beyond that, my mother once told me that you should know how to build a primitive seaworthy raft. That's a good one.
The other thing is that I see some of our patients are coming in through here. Some of them are coming directly through here, but not all of them. And I'd really be interested in moving all of our diagnostics to the middle and moving all the treatment out. Also, the middle has more space, and that's where you want all your diagnostics to be anyway. Oh, we only get this part? I got for the 35, we got this tower too. I didn't know that's all we got. It's like hardly anything. Oh gosh. Let's look down here. Okay, I guess it's not as many people either from here. So that makes me rethink things, because I actually thought that we would get more space there, but we're not really. So that means that I think we'll have to probably have half our GPs here, half our GPs here. And we'll definitely want to move this out. This is for a doctor. Gonna move this over here. For now, we're just gonna kind of stick everything there, just to make a little more space. For now, anyway. I hope we're not using this for diagnosis. We're not supposed to. That's great. For sure, I need a staff room over here. I'm gonna maybe do it in the middle. Oh, all these pieces aren't opening because I don't have any power. So now you're kind of making a trade-off between patient flow and staff applicants. But eventually we won't need so many staff applicants. So that's fine. Terribly dull, not the best. Unhygienic, not the best in a doctor. Lots of polluted skills here. Bad personality. Okay, I'll take this one. Looks like I have lots of fresh, shall we say, nurses. So I think I'm gonna train them next. Okay. New illness, retrograde. We haven't seen that one. An immersive, hallucinatory form of nostalgia that causes the sufferer to see things the way they think they used to be, often in a warming sepia hue. Oh, I have seen this one. Caused by new, generally less bad problems and irregular celestial activity. They need to receive a course of therapy that will show them that things weren't that great then either. That is true, they never are. Okay, injection room required. You can wait for a moment. Okay, injection room. Let's build an injection room. Okay, where can we put this? We could put it here. I really thought we could buy this. It's kind of annoying. I'm not quite sure how to lay this out right now. I like to keep my nurses and all the nurse ones together, or the doctor ones together. That just makes it easier, but the way they've laid it out doesn't make it easier at all. Like, at all. Okay, let's think, shall we? So, stop that for a second. I'm thinking this one would be best for the nurses. There's a lot of different nurse rooms, and nurses have to help with surgery. Now the surgeons can stick together, we'll just have dedicated surgeons. So maybe, for example, we could have surgery here, and so the nurses would go off to help. I'm thinking that doctors could maybe hang out here and here and here. Things like psychiatry could be all the way off here, perhaps. You definitely want to segment out, like if we did nurses and then doctors, that might work. It's still kind of a long way for them to walk, but at least you're kind of segmenting it. The other thing that you'll want to keep in mind is that nurses with the ward skill will share with the fracture ward. So the fracture ward will probably have to go somewhere like here, or even here. So that being said, what were you waiting for? Injection room, right. Injection room is a nurse skill, which means that I really want to move the doctors out. And I think we said we would put the doctors out here. Doctors with special training will go pretty far out. Or maybe it makes more sense. There's not a ton of doctor treatments. If you put the doctor... No, I want the fracture ward close by. If I do the fracture ward here, I can do the doctor stuff here. I can do some surgery here. We can do specialist things out here. So specialist things being like genetics, psychiatry. Those ones can go a little further. I'm not sure if this room will be enough actually for all the nurse things. Maybe it will. So, with all that said, what does it mean? It means that I want to stick the psychiatrist all the way out here. That's what it means. And if I move the psychiatrist out there, it means that I will have more space. And then for now, we're also going to put the doctor stuff out here. I see I have no money. So I'm going to take out a nice big loan. Probably because I'm hiring like
These are
nuts.
toilets as you would hope to find them.
Not as you would expect to find them. I would like to hire this person on a temporary basis only. I think we'll need to have a training room temporarily. Very temporarily. I just want to train my mechanics guy. And then he's getting fired. I'm sorry. So we're gonna stick the psychiatrist all the way up there. And we're gonna give him like a staff room and all that good stuff. But he's gonna be pretty far out.
Vega the Destroyer calls in to say, what does one do for jocularity in this climate? Well, Vega, to list a few, interact with the plant matter, observe weather patterns, and delight in the deliberation of appropriate clothing. Oh, and people love balls. Catch one, throw one, lose one, find it again. Oh, great times. Balls.
Yep, great time. Balls. Okay, at this time I would simply just pick a doctor to learn that last skill for research. Okay, so we have 3 people dedicated to research, 1 person dedicated to surgery, although I don't think we have a surgery, so this person's doing nothing. 1 person certainly dedicated towards genetics. Funny that he's not qualified in genetics. I guess he's still studying for that. 3DP specializing. Hands lab. One moment, please. Oh, we only cured 2 of them? That's terrible! Yeah, that was never gonna happen. Wow. Okay. So the PANS lab is a doctor one. So unfortunately, patients are gonna have to walk pretty far. Maybe I could have thought that one through a little bit better, but anyway. I don't actually want to build it. Let's build it in the corner. Interesting thing about building things in the corner is it gives you some flexibility later. We may actually need marketing back though, because we're not getting a lot of people for tech support. That being said, we definitely need to upgrade as fast as we can. So I'm just taking a look to see, we have a surgeon. I would like to actually have 2 surgeons, but maybe it's not necessary at this time. Treatment doctor. We have 1 treatment doctor. That's probably enough again at this time. And he's just teaching research. So after he's done that, that will be enough. We didn't like this geneticist, we like the other one better. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. You could train another GP. I'm wondering what to do with this last guy. I'm thinking this last guy will probably have to be a GP. So we can maybe just train him like that right off before we get rid of the last one. Why are they slow? So it's funny how after I fired all those assistants, in the end, I actually want some marketing people. I realized I really shouldn't have fired them. That was totally my fault. And I just like fired all of them. So that was not like super smart. Wow, it's really fast. Wants more money. No. I'm gonna go ahead and get these other things out of the way first.
Training course complete. Class dismissed.
Which one is this? Okay. So you were the one that I didn't really want to hire, so bye-bye. You, thank you very much for your service. Please go upgrade more machines. Research learned, that's fantastic. And unfortunately, you are going to get fired. Before we do that though, how's that? Oh, we have a lot of untrained nurses. Fresh. That is the way I like them. However, there's a lot. Let's see. Do I really need this one? I feel like no, I'll just do my usual one. And we pay her a lot, so let's just get rid of her. Okay, so I think from these guys, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8. Okay, so for 8, I would recommend we do, in the beginning, at least 6 ward nurses and as many training as we can get. So I would actually split these 50-50. So what I'm going to use this treatment guide for is to train some of these nurses. I don't think it matters which ones. I'm just going to pick 3 treatment nurses. And that's really his job.
That's enough human for one day. A big thank you to Charlottine Fishwrapper over at the 2 Point Squabbler for getting this conversation started with her enchanting column entitled How to Get By on Earth Well. A great read, and certainly a smirk-inducing concept. Hopefully she's listened in and enjoyed today. Thanks for playing along, folks.
And I would get at least 3 nurses trained in ward as well. I think that's well worth it. Means that nobody's in the ward. Anyway.
We're sorry for the litter
That you dropped on our floor. So that's aggressive. And if I was a little smarter, I would have done it so that they won't order, but I don't think that far ahead. And now it's too late. I really wish that you could drag and drop your staff so that they're in the order that you want. Okay, but then we'll have 4 treatment. We're gonna have 5 ward. That's actually a great start, to be honest. So we actually have a ton of nurses, and they're all... And then 2 spares that will probably go for treatment. Foot in mouth. Yeah, I think I have that too. Oh, wow. We have 351,000. And we can't buy anything else, right? I think we bought everything. We went a little ham on that. So honestly, it ended up being... That part of the challenge was pretty easy, I think. The map layout is a little challenging. At least I find it to be the case. I'm gonna buy some of these plots of land. I just find it easier to plan if I already own the property. And I might even move some of the stuff around. Because I'm not sure if I like the layout that I picked. Do we seriously not have enough assistants? Ooh. Okay, my bad. I thought we had enough. But we don't. Wait. A ward nurse? Another ward nurse? I think we have to be careful with this one to hire too many, because it's actually super easy to do so. Get so many options.
Training course completed.
Which one? Oh, here's another one for tech support. I like how he's like so afraid of it and then he like jumps right in. Cute! Yay! Great. Okay, DNA lab is a specialist item. So I'm thinking of putting it pretty far away, to be honest. I put it all the way here, but maybe it doesn't need to go that far. Maybe you could just go down here. There is your DNA lab. It certainly does need to be upgraded. Like a lot. We're starting to get quite a lot of money, so I'm thinking of just training my 3 researchers. Maybe let's get them to finish off the upgrade.
Training course complete. Class dismissed. Doctor required in DNA lab.
Woodwork. Let me think. Woodwork is for a nurse, isn't it? A nurse. Okay. Let me look at this. I think I changed my mind. This stuff is really too far away for anybody to walk. So let's put all our doctor stuff in here. And our nurse stuff in here. Now I believe this is for a doctor. So I'm just gonna move the whole thing. I apologize. Okay. I think this is for a doctor as well. Putting all the doctor's rooms in one building will just ensure that the treatment doctors don't have to move around too much. Okay, certainly that has cleared up a lot of space for some stuff. And we said we wanted a woodwork. 4x4 is a bit big. Oh, this one. I love this one. It's hilarious. Let me move the door. I adore this room. Alright, and there's our woodworkers. And with that, it's getting late, so I'm gonna take a break. But thanks so much for joining me today. If you're enjoying this DLC, then make sure to give this a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. I'll catch you next time. Bye.